All right. I just finished watching a replay on the fight because I missed it earlier. I had to do some stuff at work, but I missed it earlier. All I was hearing about is how bad the fight was, this, that, and the third, or whatever. And pretty much went how I expected. I said that Joshua would probably win a decision. I didn't see him knocking out Parker. There's this myth that this dude is such a hard puncher, and the truth be told is if he can't put you in the blender, meaning he can't do combinations and hit you with those combinations, dude he's pretty basic, man. I mean, he's gonna lead with a jab, this, that, and the third. I mean, he walked forward on Parker pretty much because Parker's just a smaller guy. And he had a longer reach. I mean, he used his physical advantages, which he should have, to dictate this fight. I mean, the officiating was bad in the fight, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, neither guy really did put in much work. I mean, there was no real telling shots landed or anything like that. There was no, oh, well, he had him. I think Parker stung him. I ain't gonna say buzzed him a couple of times, and I think he stung Parker a couple of times, but neither one of them was in any danger, nowhere at any point in this fight of being stopped or, being in like true danger of anything really happening or anything like that. It was pretty uneventful. Joshua did what he had to do. I can see how I've ran across more than a couple of people saying they had Parker winning the fight, and I can kind of see that because in a fight like this, it's just an ugly fight, and ugly fights, sometimes it's just hard to judge. Me personally, I had Joshua winning. I didn't have him winning as wide as these fucking cards are. I mean, my goodness. I had him winning by at least 3 rounds, though. It could go either way, though. It really could go either way. He's saying that he wants the Wilder fight next, Wilder or Fury, and I'm not even gonna pay attention to the Fury side of shit for the simple fact of the matter, like everybody and their mama know Fury is nowhere near ready for a fucking fight, especially at a high level or even at the level Joshua is at right now. Fury's just not in that condition right now. If Fury was in his prime condition that he was 3 years ago, Fury would easily outbox this dude, man. And that's not talking as a Joshua hater. I mean, come on, man. I don't give a fuck how big of a fan of this guy you are. To say that Tyson Fury wouldn't outbox this dude, man, that's just ludicrous at this point. And I'm just gonna say it. I think Wilder knocks this guy out, man. I don't give a fuck if it's in Vegas, which that's why I suspect this fight to happen. No matter what he said at the interview, you listen to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn didn't pretty much state, hey, we can make this fight happen in UK. Fact of the matter is, Eddie Hearn is gonna chase that dollar. I don't give a fuck if they can pack 100,000 people in a stadium in the UK. Eddie Hearn knows the money is in Vegas. 15 or 20,000, however many the people that the T-Mobile Arena holds, that small amount of people compared to a Wembley Stadium will generate at least, if not more, than the UK. You got to think, that fight may be on pay-per-view in the UK, Wilder and Joshua, but it's probably not going to be on pay-per-view in the United States. It's going to be a Showtime fight 9 or 10 times. The only way you can probably make it a pay-per-view fight in the United States, which would generate more money, would be to have it in Vegas. That would probably be the only way to do it. And that's why I say that fight whether Joshua likes it or not, is going to be in Vegas. He doesn't have the American crossover appeal that a lot of people think he does. He really just doesn't, you know. I mean, I'm certain I know more people. I mean, more people know Wilder than Anthony Joshua here. So despite the fact that he has the rebuilt in New Orleans, it's like, everybody knows. I mean, people know Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua, not so much. So he eventually to maximize the money. That's what it's about, and that's what Eddie Hearn is going to want to do, to maximize the money. To maximize the money, that fight is probably going to have to happen in the States. But honestly, I don't think it matters where this fight happens, man. I think Wilder stops this guy. Not only do I think Wilder stops him, I think it's a strong possibility that Ortiz stops him. From what I've seen tonight, I mean, Parker was giving him trouble just doubling up the jab, tripling up the jab, not even connecting really, just giving him a different look just by doubling and tripling the jab, this, that, and the third. He didn't come with that left hook like I expected him to. He didn't try to get in his chest, and the referee didn't allow a lot of shit. I admit that. The referee, he did a pretty bad job. I ain't gonna say a horrible or go, you know, like that, but he did a pretty bad job. I wasn't impressed by either one of them. They didn't show me anything. Like me personally, I like to go by a fighter's last fight. So despite whoever their next opponent is, if I have to go off of this fight, man, this was not a good showing. And truth be told, like, in my opinion, you know, the Takam fight wasn't the best of showings for AJ either. You know, he got the stoppage, but look at the way he got the stoppage. Anybody that says, hey, he just stopped Takam, this, that, and the third, he knocked him out. That was a referee stoppage that came too early, in my opinion. So, you know, I thought he was going to beat Takam as well. And, you know, I thought if the ref would have let it go on, then it's possible that he could have got the stoppage. But I just thought that stoppage was premature. And he did what I expected him to do that fight. And he did what I expected him to do this fight. But this fight was just totally uneventful. I didn't expect this fight to be this uneventful. Is basically what I'm trying to sum this fight up to be. This was the most uneventful heavyweight fight I've seen since maybe Scott Ortiz. And it's probably worse than Scott Ortiz, to be honest with you. You would probably expect two guys to at this level to, you know, really put on some kind of a show, but there was no show. If I was in that crowd, I'd be pissed. I would be pissed. And that's just truth being told. Like I said, I'm not showing any bias or anything like that. It's just, you know, this was a very uneventful fight, man. And I seen spots where both guys could have took advantage of things, man. I mean, if you pay attention, you know, Joshua, he has a habit of holding that left hand low, exposing the right side of his face. And when he tries to get out of harm's way, let's put it like that, he often just goes straight back. Now with Parker, he was able to get away with that for the simple fact of the matter, you know, Parker doesn't have the reach to really get to him. You've seen Parker lunging at times trying to get to Joshua when he does that. That's not going to be a factor if you fight to Deontay Wilder, or probably not even Ortiz. That's not going to be a factor. Those punches are going to land, whether it be to the body or the head. And you don't want to be at the end of one of Deontay's punches full extension, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. I still don't see the Wilder fight happening next, man. If Eddie Hearn would be taking a great risk, even riskier than he did against Vladimir, which Vladimir almost got him out of there. But he would be taking an even bigger risk putting this guy in with Wilder in his next fight. And I'm just being completely honest. Because some of the things that I seen tonight, this Anthony Joshua doesn't last 7 rounds against Deontay Wilder. And that's just truth being told. This guy that I seen tonight doesn't last 7. And I may even go 8. But this guy doesn't last that long against Deontay Wilder, man. I mean, I don't know. And Parker, I mean, there's other fights out there for Parker, man, but this was just a bad showing, man. He looked horrible, and he didn't take any chances that I seen, man. He didn't take any, and knowing that you're undersized and you don't have the reach, or you have no advantages. When you know you don't have any advantages, you got to be willing to take risk, and he did none of that. Like, he did none of that. It was just like he was content with being in the ring throwing jabs. That's what it looked like for a minute, man. He was just content with being in the ring throwing jabs, and there's no way he could have thought he was winning that fight like that. I just don't see it. I don't know. This was just a bad fight. This was not the way to go. And I heard, you know what I'm saying, that if this is just a rumor, but I'm hearing if the Wilder fight doesn't happen next, then the Povetkin fight might be next for Anthony Joshua. And the way Povetkin looked tonight, that's a dangerous fight for this man. I'm just being honest, man. That's a dangerous fight for this man. That's not a guaranteed win. Povetkin is skilled enough to take advantage of some of the things that I've seen tonight, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But coming out of this, I would say I would not favor Anthony Joshua against Deontay Wilder or Luis Ortiz. And that's just being honest. I would not favor him against Deontay Wilder or Luis Ortiz. He didn't show me enough tonight. But like I said, on the same token, neither did Parker. But I don't know. We can go with the styles make matchups theory or anything like that if we chose to, but when it boils down to it, neither one showed me anything tonight that they would beat Ortiz or Wilder. And I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing because, maybe come fight night, it'll be different. Yeah. But it also could be a bad thing. Showing that, hey, he's just not ready for that fight. I don't know. We'll see.